Good morning. Yes, it's a beautiful morning here, but boy, was it chilly when I woke up because it was a beautiful day yesterday, so I had all the windows open and it got down to 46. Wondered why it was so cold last night, but yeah, just curled up under those blankets even more. So anyways, this hot cup of coffee, it's really hitting the spot right now. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you have a great day. And yeah, I wanted to show you something outside because, yeah, something got done. Yes, the guys that do cement came yesterday and they formed those steps and put those in and did the top, I guess they call it a cap, on the stoop here. So that's exciting. This is just a really welcome relief, let me tell you. And we're going to put white vinyl railings up. And then this, let me see if my finger can go to the right place. This step here is more like a platform because we didn't want so many steps coming straight down. So we did a platform, and then from here it'll step down, and then the sidewalk will go that way. So I'm just really excited. I just think that everything's coming along, and yeah, look what they did to my bush here. Okay, got to find it. Here we go. Look at that. They just chopped it all up. So it was going to have to be moved, if I remember. I think I told you that, but I really didn't think they would just hack it to death. So nothing else has really changed. I guess that we're going to be picking out lighting for underneath here today. And then yesterday we went and we found a light that's going to go right up at the peak, and I'll show you that. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about having this all get done, and I wanted to show you the light that we ended up picking out for the top of the peak there. And yeah, it's this little floodlight right here. And it's kind of neat because this bottom part here, that isn't a sensor. That is a night light. It comes on dusk to dawn. So I thought that was a clever little contraption. And this particular one, it allows you to choose the 3 types of light, whether you want it to be warm white, cool white, or bright daylight. So yeah, because it's an LED. So that's kind of nice. And we got this at Lowe's. I believe it was $79.95 or $98 or something like that. So yeah, hopefully it'll work just the way we want it to. I didn't want something really big because I didn't want it so that people, as they drive up the driveway in the night, they have like these 2 huge lights right in their eyes. So I just wanted something kind of scaled back, a little bit smaller to illuminate the area, but not necessarily guide them in like a runway. So anyways, there's something else I wanted to share with you, and that is for today's devotion, I'm kind of, if you remember, well, let's just say that faith and trust is something that the Lord is really emphasizing the need for in mine and my husband's life these last couple weeks. So anyways, as you listen to today's devotion, I just want you to keep that in mind, that sometimes God puts us in situations that forces us to truly trust in Him and to walk in that faith that we claim to have. And so, yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you, and I hope you enjoy the devotion. Today, I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about how we view our relationship with our Heavenly Father, because in my last video, I talked about faith and I talked about trust. And so if we turn to Matthew, and in chapter 6, we can read about the Sermon on the Mount. And here Jesus was introducing a new kind of relationship that we can have with God. One that's based on, not on religious actions, but on our adoption into His family. This new relationship is marked by trust, not worry. You see, when we understand that God is our Father, not some celestial dictator, we begin to see the world differently. And that's what Jesus is explaining here in Matthew 6. Now, in verses 31 to 33 in Matthew 6, Jesus says, "Do not worry, saying, 'What shall we eat? What shall we drink? Or what shall we wear?' For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." So what is Jesus saying? He's saying that when we misunderstand who God is, we look at the world through the lens of worry. We spend our lives in an exhausting cycle chasing after things that will never ultimately satisfy us. In Jesus' day, many people worshiped other gods, and that is the people that Jesus is saying are pagans. They would consistently offer sacrifices to try to appease their deities. The only relationship people could have with those gods was purely transactional. There really wasn't a relationship. This is how they believed, that if they offer these sacrifices to their God, that their God will bless them and they won't be punished. Yeah, but Jesus wanted to make certain that these false ideas did not creep into his followers' thinking. He wanted to make sure that his followers understood the God of heaven. And Jesus was making sure they understood that God's relationship to us is that of a loving Father. Just look at how Jesus teaches us to pray. "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." Yeah, we're calling him Father. This was actually a very different concept for these people. And this is beautiful. This is the kind of relationship we get to have with God. It is one marked by trust, not worry, because God is our Father. For many people, the idea of God being a father isn't always comforting because their dad wasn't someone who protected them, and he wasn't a safe person that they felt they could trust. And that makes it hard then to relate to God as a trusting father. But God is not just a bigger version of your earthly father. He is the perfect version of an earthly father. If you can picture an earthly father in your mind, which one does not exist, but if they did, that would be probably a good understanding of our Heavenly Father. One that would provide all of your needs, one that when you were fearful or worried, he could comfort. So God, our God, he will never fail us. He has a perfect track record, and we can trust him. And Jesus is inviting us to lay aside any faulty perspectives we might have and see God for who he really is. A father with a good heart, with strong arms, and one that we can trust to bring about the best possible outcome. We can run to him instead of run from him. And we don't have to appease our Heavenly Father with religious actions, but we can count on him for a heart transformation. This is the God that we serve. And if you have difficulty trusting your Heavenly Father, remember, our Heavenly Father is perfect, and he loves you perfectly. I hope that this has helped someone, and yeah, I'll talk to all of you in the next video.